y'all, this game that made me so mad. I forgot to hit record the first time. That's how mad I was this past Saturday. So we live. It's recorded. But let's go ahead and end the Tiger then. Let's get this over with. Yeah, bro.
This is C&T Talking Tigers, where talking Auburn football is what we do. Welcome to the Tiger Den.
Yeah, we're back, and it's recorded this time. So I'm gonna allow Tony to open up the show, and it is recorded officially this time, Tony.
Yeah, we already. Yeah, unbeknownst to you all, we've already had this diatribe with each other, but we're gonna do it again. Welcome to C&T Talking Tigers. I'm the T, he's the C. Your boy Tony Milford and your guy Courtney Chandler, who's in deep mourning over there. You see, he blacked out with his A5A on. You know what I mean? I'm a blank canvas today because Auburn that's what they left me, blank than before Saturday. So, but before we get started, hey, follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, C&T Talking Tigers. Like, hit, follow, subscribe. Catch us on YouTube. All our shows are posted on YouTube usually by Friday. So you can catch us on YouTube. You can watch us if you don't catch us live. Like I said, hit the link, like, subscribe, follow, do whatever you got to do. Bang with your boys. Now, we all know why we're here. C&T Talking Tigers. Auburn football is what we talk. Good or bad, happy or sad. We show up every week, unlike the football team. Saturday, it was a great atmosphere. I had buddies that was at the game that was sending me live shots, that were video chatting and sending pictures, man. It's buzzing. It's buzzing. We here. We livening up. You know what I'm saying? They really should have taken. And they had us in all this orange. I had my orange on at work Saturday. You know what I'm saying? We went all in just for them to come out with the same blue jerseys and the little orange face, man. But anyhow, we had a big game, had a big opponent. The crowd was where it was supposed to be. Everybody, we had all eyes on us. Everybody was watching our game. We were the game to see. CBS on SEC football on CBS first week back. We hosted. And we shit the bed. We ain't even win. Hey, come out, you know what I'm saying? First quarter, back and forth, 7-3. Got us a good ball game. This is what we expect. Second quarter, 7-6. Okay, we in it. We got us a dog fight. This is what we gonna do. Go to halftime, 14-6. Okay. We in striking distance. We didn't think it was gonna be easy. We knew it was gonna be a fight. So hey, okay, let's go. Come out the second half, and man, these folks right on our ass. I'm talking about we couldn't stop nothing. Couldn't do nothing, couldn't stop nothing. I was appalled. We ended up losing, what was it, 41-12? Man, I would have never expected them type numbers to show up on the scoreboard. I would have thought we would have beat them like that, and I damn sure wouldn't have thought we would have got beat like that. That game, to me, Courtney, exposed a lot about our program. Do I like Brian Harsin? Yes, I do. Do I believe in Brian Harsin's method to success, to his madness? Yes, I do. Do I think he has the Willies and Joes to match his X's and O's? No, I do not. TJ Finley isn't a terrible quarterback, but he's not a great quarterback. I don't even know if he's a very good quarterback. He has some questionable decision making to be a third-year guy playing football in college. The interceptions that he throws right to people, and the interceptions that don't get caught because the other team is fighting to see who's gonna catch them. You know what I mean? It is terrible, man. We're gonna break down some of these stats, man. They ran the ball absolutely down our throat. They force-fed us these two little freshman running backs, and we could not stop them. They had three backs average over 5 yards a carry. They had three people score a rushing touchdown. The quarterback scored a rushing touchdown. Them little running backs scored 2 touchdowns. Their best receiver had 80 yards and a touchdown. Like I said, the little Allen boy, he had 9 for 52, 2 touchdowns. D Ford had 7 for 37. Nicholas Singleton had 10 carries for 124 yards and 2 touchdowns. He got wherever he wanted to go, whenever he wanted to go there. It was embarrassing, man. Third down, they were 5 for 11. We were 5 for 14. We stopped them on their 1 4th down. We was 1 for 2 on 4th downs. Sean Clifford, very efficient, 14 of 19, 178 yards, a touchdown and a rushing touchdown. Penn State averaged 6.3 yards a carry. Every time they ran the ball, it was almost first down on the next down. They run the ball on first down, they think it's 2nd and 4. They run it again, first down again. 245 yards rushing. Penn State dropped on our head, right down our throat Saturday in our house. Didn't wipe their feet on the mat before they came in. They had all kind of dog shit and everything else on their feet. Came wiped it right on our carpet. And we ain't do nothing about it. Just looking at each other. Like, you see that shit on their shoes? They're gonna let us do that. And they kept doing it. I already seen the little man on TikTok and the little coach of tape, man. He done already made a video about us. We peeing down our leg and don't want to tackle the man. He done already did us. We done already made it on TikTok. We social media famous for the wrong reasons already. TJ was 11 for 19, 152 yards, threw a terrible interception, fumbled the ball. He was sacked 4 times. Our offensive line is awful. Tank had 9 carries. 1 less carry than Nick Singleton. Tank had 39 yards. Nick Singleton had 124 yards. We turned the ball over 4 times. We were sacked 6 times. Robbie came in. Robbie can't throw a goddamn fit. 144 yards. He threw a touchdown. Man, he threw an interception too. Man, it was just bad all the way around. We have been bad all season, but the best thing about it is we played Mercer and San Jose State. Each week we have looked progressively worse. We looked good against Mercer, had that rain delay, came out, let them score twice. The second half, come back against San Jose State, figure we'll, get it going, and we almost lost to them mother. And then you come back and you go from almost losing to getting your ass whooped. Because that's what happened. We got our ass whooped. Courtney don't like to cuss. He's real big in the church and Christian God. I believe in God just like he do. But I think him and God got they be texting and stuff. I pray to God he might catch mine a couple of days with him and Courtney be texting. So you know what I'm saying? Courtney don't cuss. I cuss. That's a difference. But okay. But that what happened. We got our ass whooped, man. I'm telling you, it was embarrassing. Our offensive line is awful. They just showed we went against another Power 5 school, and they showed us that we don't have Power 5 offensive line. That's what they showed us. We don't have Power 5 offensive line. So, in a nutshell, we sucked Saturday. It was embarrassing. The whole nation saw it. The whole nation laughed at us, talked about us. Alabama fans had a field day with us. They had just as much fun as us losing as Penn State had doing the scoring. I don't know who had more fun Saturday, Penn State or Alabama, because we looked terrible. We gave them all the fuel. Like I said, I like Coach Harsin. I believe in what he got going. I just don't know if he has the guys to do what he needs to do, because I'm looking at us against Penn State. I'm looking at us against our last common Power 5 opponents, 4 or 5 games, 6 games, going back to last year. We just ain't got the Willis and Joe to go with the X's and O's. We got some guys. We don't have a collective roster of guys. The guys that we are counting on right now to play aren't very good. So with all this continuity, these guys on this offensive line, they've been together. But y'all forget, our offensive line been shit for 3-4 years. And these the same boys who've been there. We just keep switching them around. We move one to guard, move the other one to tackle, put him at center. No matter where you put them, they suck. If he sucked at right tackle, he gonna suck at left guard. He was sorry at left guard. He gonna be sorry at right guard. We ain't got no offensive line. We have to get. We're not gonna elevate until we get better recruits. That just Saturday showed me we ain't got the horses to run the race that we need, that we trying to run. I'm sorry. I hate to put it out there like that, but that's what I got for that game. Man, I'm talking about our defense hasn't forced a turnover all season. We are -8 in the turnover margin. That means we got 8 turnovers and we ain't got none. We -8. Offense turned it over 8 times. Defense ain't turned it over this many times. This many. How many national championships I got? None. That's how many turnovers we got this year. None. So it ain't all. It ain't sweet this week, y'all. So, and I know Courtney finna go ham. The floor is yours, Mr. Chandler.
You done, Tony?
I'm done. It's all you, baby.
All right, they about to get the smoke.
Let me know when it's time to talk about.
So, take this hood off for a second. So, Tony, I'm gonna tell you how my Saturday went. So I was hyped. You know, I got up early. I got up.
Saw you on TikTok and everything. Instagram.
Yeah.
How you get ready for game day? Courtney was ready, y'all.
I was ready. I got up at 8:00. Turned on College Game Day. Watched a little bit of that. Watched Marty and McGee. Did my TikTok. It went wonderful. By the way, I got a lot of good comments. Then turned to SEC Nation. Get me ready for the game. Cool. I even went out, ran my errands. I was so excited for the game. I went and purchased me a new Auburn shirt. I couldn't find an orange one, so I got the best blue one that had in the store. It was for a good price. So I said, you know what? They're gonna win. So I ain't even worried about it. So went over to my girlfriend's dad house, who's a fellow Auburn fan. Shout out to Mr. Roderick Shelby. And we said we was ready for the game. Came on 2:30. We was all in place. We was hyped. We was ready. Had some good food. It was gonna be a wonderful day. you know, but sadly I was very mistaken. Because that definitely didn't happen. There was a joke that was said early today. I don't know. They were saying that we don't know which one was longer, the Queen's funeral on Monday or Auburn's butt kicking they took on last Saturday. And I said, when you think about it, I think Auburn's butt kicking was a little bit longer. Because I sat there, I'm like you, Tony. First half, first quarter, I was like, okay, Penn State, they came to play, but Auburn, they came, they put a little fire under them. Owen Papo lit up Sean Clifford, gave him a little hope. Good in the second quarter. I thought we was gonna get some points on the board, and at least get a touchdown. They can win the second half. But the TJ do, he fumbles the ball. So I'm like, all right, still in the touchdown. So game comes back on. I done got full, got in my spot. And what do? We not only we get the ball back in the second half, but we don't do nothing. Then we give Penn State the ball, and they run all over us. I mean, all over us. So it's 20-6 or 21-6 at this point. I'm like, okay, we're gonna have a little bit of sense. Maybe we might, if we don't win this game, maybe we might just keep it close. Nope. Robbie started turning the ball over. Coach Harsin didn't take him out the game. I didn't understand that, considering we hear Zach Calzada had a great week. Couldn't get Tank Bigsby going. Couldn't get Jaquez really going besides the touchdown he scored. So, kept seeing them run up the score. It was so bad, my girlfriend, who's an Alabama fan, had to literally console me right there, figuring out what's wrong. Like, she was like, do you need to go? Do you need some? Like, no. I got to the point, Tony, where I was just so fed up. turned to her. I said, "You want to go to the movies? I can't take no more of this." And we went to the movies. So with that being said, I'm highly disappointed. Um, because we just look. What's the best way? We look pathetic. In fact, Tony, I sent you a text. I'd have repented for what I said. But what was the text I sent you during the game?
Courtney said, this some bullshit. And I don't even cuss. And this is exactly what it is, Tony. That's what he said, y'all. They had Courtney
exactly
cuss. He don't even cuss.
I don't cuss, but that's what I said. I was that mad. I had to repent on Sunday. That's how mad I was. And you know what? That's the best way to put it. I
That's
mean,
all it was.
you don't, for a team that has the experience. I understand we might not have the talent, but what I saw, it looked like y'all just did not come to play. I had somebody in our comments say y'all underestimated Penn State. Let me address that, because first of all, and I want to address it on air. Uh, we give predictions and we give analysis of who gonna win the game based on what we seen to that point in the stats and from what we have heard and seen with our own eyes and the stats that we have looked up. So we do not go in underestimating any team, not even a lower level team. Um, but with that being said, those guys, I don't know if they weren't fully prepared for the game, or I don't know if they was in complete shock because Penn State came to play. I don't know. I honestly don't know what was going on. We couldn't get a turnover. Like Derek Hall, he's just been this has been a disappointment for me this season. Um, we honestly probably take him out of our intro because he ain't got one turnover all season long. Um, like I said, the defense still has not got a turnover, but our offense has been sickening. This and every time I just visualize in my head, Tony, it's just like I get upset because it's just like, why? We have the best running back in the SEC. Why not feed him the ball? We have arguably probably the second best running back in the SEC. Why not feed him the ball? So yeah, you see, I'm in black. I will not be wearing a Auburn hoodie, a Auburn shirt until I see better on the field. The past 3 weeks, let's just be honest, they ain't look good all season. Besides the first half in the Mercy game, I mean, let's just be honest. That's real. Let's be real about it. They ain't look good all season. Besides the first half in the Mercy game, they have looked horrible. And with that being said, I can only point the finger at one person, Coach Harsin. I you can't really you can blame the players, you can blame the other coaches, but it all leads at the top. So Coach Harsin, what was the game plan going in? And also, why were they not prepared for this game? And you said that just watch and wait. Well, we all watched and we was waiting. And what we watched and waited to see, we didn't see nothing. So it was embarrassing. We have been supporters of Coach Harsin on this show, even when all that stuff was happening in February. We spoke very proudly about Coach Harsin. We said he's the right person for our team. But when you bring a team out there like that, you got a lot of people second guessing. And when you already was on the hot seat, you didn't need that ammunition of losing like that to go forward. You know, I thought I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought he was gonna come strong in this season, like Tommy Tuberville did when they tried to get rid of him. I said, man, Coach Hart's gonna come. He gonna surprise y'all, and he gonna come through. What has he done so far? Not a doggone thing. Coach Harsin is currently 8-8 as Auburn's head coach. 8-8, and against power the last few Power Fives, he has not won. He has not won against a Power Five in almost a year. Not well. Correction. He's not won against a top 25 team in almost a year. So that explains a lot. So, Coach Harsin, I saw your press conference. Like I said, I'm a supporter of you, and I also heard that you went off on a media member because they asked you about your quarterback and you got mad about it. And so let me say something about that because I know a lot of people probably don't understand, and I'm gonna explain something. A journalist has the right to ask a fair question about a football game or anything football related to a coach. So this journalist asked Coach Harsin, "Do you have a quarterback?" Coach Harsin went around the world and says, we're testing out, still trying to test out. So the journalist followed up. He said, "So you still don't have a quarterback?" And Coach Harsin reply was, "I'm not going to answer how you want me to answer, but I'm going to continue to, have this competition, but I'm not going to answer how you want me to answer." So Coach Harsin, as a fellow journalist, don't do that because we can pull up the dirt. we can pull up your past at other places if you really want to go there. Not saying that you done some dirty stuff, but we can pull up how you coached at other places and see and hear from other coaches of how you operate. So don't do that. But I was very disappointed. It all starts at the top. So I don't know. At this point, I really don't know what our team is gonna look like until until I see better. I will continue to watch the games, but like I said, Tony, you might want to put on an Auburn shirt or wear an Auburn cap or some socks, but I
Listen,
won't do it.
listen, I don't even have no hats. I don't even wear hats. I got this round head don't even get covered up. But
I won't do it.
understand everything does start at the top with the coach. And like I said, like you have reiterated, and if you said numerous occasions, we bang with Coach Harsin. I believe in
Yeah,
the idea and what he sees for Auburn's future. I like the way he attacks recruiting. I like the recruits that he goes after. Like I said, I just don't think B ain't too crazy about Harsin. And the one guy that had his back, they now already figured out a way to get him out.
I
So they got rid of Brother Green. Brother Green, hold it down, man. Hold it down on your feet, man. You goddamn black man, black man. But
sir.
they got rid of the guy who really, what I'm saying, had Harson's back. And I don't know if they will allow Harsin to make the necessary change to see the turnover of the roster to finally get him a full recruiting class and those that class the Mario Austin and Holton Griner, those boys, will they let him see them come to fruition and see what comes behind them? Don't know if they'll let that happen. I believe in that. I believe in Harsin in that way. Uh, like I said, I need to see how he responds to this as far as on-field product, who goes onto the field as far as personnel. Like I said, I'm not. I'm ready to. I'm at the point now where I've seen enough T.J. Finley.
He
Uh,
hurt. He not
kind
coming.
of think
He not
I know
coming back in
what
the
Robbie Anderson is. Don't know if the offense is suited and booted for Robert Anderson. So in my eyes, I actually think it would probably be better if we just put Holden in there and went from there. Turn it over.
game.
Holden. Your boy, that's your recruit. This is what you live and die with. Put him in. Let's go. I've seen enough of TJ Finley, but I'll say this though, and I also say this though. I hadn't been into the practices. Oh, excuse me. I'm not in that quarterback room, so I don't know if TJ is just heads and shoulders above Holden, which I hope not, because if so, we are in major duty. We are in major at Auburn. If TJ Finley is the best quarterback on campus. So, with me hoping and praying that he is not, I'd like to see either Robbie Go in there full, turn the offense over to Robbie, cater it to Robbie to his strengths, and we go like that. But if not, if you don't want to, if we're not gonna break the offense down and put it in Robbie's hands and make it a more read option type offense, just put Holden in there, man. Let's move forward, man. But I need to see a response this week. Coaching staff need to be better. Players need to be better. We need to be better on all three levels: special teams, offense, defense. The defense has to. We cannot go through a season without getting turnovers. Like
Exactly.
sometimes turnovers are lucky, but you can't tell me we've been 3 games of straight unlucky. We gotta make some luck sometimes. And these guys aren't really making luck. Like we've never had the DB, we never had the ballsy DBs. When I say ballsy, I mean as far as ball skills. Nehemiah Pritchard and them boy, they don't really have the best hands. Roger McCreary wasn't the best ball skilled corner. They're more stick to you, attack to you, fight with your corners. You know what I mean? But we need some ball hawks on that back end.
Rodgers. We need them. We need them type of guys.
We need some ball hawks on that back end at the safety position. We need some linebackers with some instincts. Somebody needs to catch a pass over the pop up, jump up in the air, and intercept the ball over the middle. Do something like ain't nobody working on these strip sacks or nothing. Like, come on, man. We didn't even put these. We didn't even touch these guys. I don't even think we sacked Sean Clipper Saturday. So
I think we sacked him one time.
One time we got 1 sack Saturday.
One time.
So, and it's just I mean, as a unit, man, as a whole, we've got to do better. And what a way to get over last week. Another home game, our 4th straight home game at the crib again.
Right.
Here come Missouri, Battle of the Tigers, baby. Who gonna be the big cat? Who gonna be the big you know what?
Right.
And so yeah, man. Last week is dead and gone. We were probably out of that game by midway third quarter. That game was over with. We were dead in the water. So hey, just ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We died last week. Now we back to do it again this week against Missouri. They're 2-1. We're 2-1. At the end of the day, the world didn't end. We still got games left on the schedule. We still got tons of improvement we can make. And yeah, let's go out here and let's see what we can do against Missouri, man. I'm gonna talk a little bit about Missouri, Courtney. Their main weapon is that quarterback. He's their thrower. He's their runner. He's their leading rusher. He leads the team with about 53 yards a game. The next best guy is running back. I think his name's Schrader. Schrader averages about 48 yards a game. They're not that impressive, man. They're not impressive on offense at all. The leading receiver, now they got a receiver, Lovett. He's going to be a problem. He averages about 90 yards a game. He's got a couple of touchdowns. Cook completes about 64% of his passes. He's only got 200 yards. He only has about 200 yards passing a game. He's thrown 4 touchdowns, but he's thrown 4 picks. So maybe we'll get off the interception, the turnover donut this week with a guy who likes to turn the ball over. 3 games, 3 interceptions. So hopefully he'll continue to throw the ball to us. On defense, they've got 4 interceptions. They got 4 sacks, which is about the same amount of sacks that we have through 3 games. They don't do anything particularly well. They don't, like I said, they don't stand out in one area or the other. They have a dynamic quarterback who can run and throw. They got a pretty good receiver. It's a ho-hum team. Before last week, I would have told you we would have beat Missouri 48 to 21 or something, 48 to 17. But after last week, this all y'all gonna give me. I ain't got no Auburn shirt, did we? I got me some socks. I'm gonna put my socks on my shoulder. So we'll talk about Missouri. We're gonna go into the Missouri game with some hope, baby. Faith over mustard seed, guy, dog. Courtney knows something about that. He know about that mustard seed faith. But look, I mean, I don't know, man. I just we it's hard to roll out there with the same two quarterbacks every week and get excited about it. I'm just
Well,
gonna be
one
honest.
of them hurt.
So
TJ hurt, so he
yeah,
won't be playing. So
yeah.
it's
So
Robbie.
it's gonna be the Roberts now. Hopefully what this means, that means Holden moves up into the depth chart. So maybe we'll get a chance to see Holden this week. Now this is Robbie's chance to grab this thing and take off. He came back to Auburn. He wanted to be the quarterback. He left Oregon to come back to Auburn. He said he wanted to come to Auburn in the first place. The only reason why he didn't come to Auburn because Gus was here. He didn't want to deal with Gus. Him and Jason Jones both. We're glad to have y'all. Wish could have had y'all the first time, but we got you now.
Bless you.
This is Robert's chance. This is Robert's chance to really solidify, not come in and have to clean up a game or come in the middle of, no. You know you the man this week. You know all week that you're going to be the man. We practice with you as a man. We got your plays in there. We got the script that you like. Robert, it's time to grab this thing by the horns and take off with it and never look back. You can be the reason why we don't have to endure TJ Finley at quarterback anymore. Robert, go ahead and lock it down, man. I don't know how great of a passer he's gonna be. I don't know how consistent he's gonna be passing, but that boy gonna run. But I mean, Nick Marshall wasn't the greatest passer either.
Oh, but he can throw the deep ball though.
He's like it deep. He can throw it far. Hey,
he can kill you on the deep ball.
Hey, there was plenty of game where he threw that motherfucker 10 yards past everybody.
Right.
He would throw everybody. But he could run. We also had an offense that was conducive and set up for Nick Marshall to have success. So hopefully Harsin will get us going. He will get my guy Robbie in the best position to be successful and to lead our team to a victory, a much needed bounce back win. I'd like to see Holden Grounder this week. Let's try to feed Tank. Let's get that offensive line some confidence because they need it. Let's beat up on a Missouri team that is not as talented as we are. Hopefully ain't coached as well as we are. This is a game. This is the perfect bounce back game from last week. Missouri, they're 2-1. Can't nobody really just call them trash. They ain't all that, but hey, they 2-1. The SEC team, we definitely need to get a victory on our belt. SEC opener at home. We already lost our first big game. Let's not lose our first SEC game. So SEC home opener. Let's bounce back, man. The Auburn way, man. Let's go. Hey, Courtney, I like Auburn this week. 35-21.
You've been nice to me. I like them too. I'm kind of like you. This is Robbie's show. So, hey, this the keys are in your hand. I would like to, if Robbie maybe struggle a little bit, I'm with you. I want to see Holden or Zach.
We got out by Zach Calzada.
Yeah, or Zach Calzada. He's still hanging around there. But if we can get the running game going, I think
gotta get that running game going first and foremost, man.
Yeah,
that'll help everything. That'll make everything else easier. If we can get that running game going, and Robbie can do some damage off play action. Now we can do some damage off the RPO with the run. The run game open up everything else, man. So if we can't run it, we ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
Absolutely nothing. So, and I would like to see. Okay. So this is one bright spot about last Saturday game. I did like the receiver rotation. I
was gonna say something about that, man. Shedrick Jackson, Devon Johnson, man, them boys been playing, man. They shout out to the receiver. I hear you. You are earning your check, my boy. Yeah. It is very evident that the best coach positions on the football field is the wide receiver. Yep. I see it is a vast improvement from what we had last year, and we got the same guys to what they're putting out on the field this year. The way they're attacking, the way they're running their routes, catching their ball. I hear you is earning his money.
And they switching. I did like the rotation. I like, you saw Nanda King out there. You saw Warsham. Coy Moore, I think, caught a pass.
It
I want to
did.
see my man Candy Brown. But I did like the rotation that I see. So let's continue that rotation, Coach Hilliard. I'm with you. I like the receivers. I think they have vastly improved this season. So that's one bright spot. I ain't got nothing else good to say about the rest of
Yeah,
the team.
that's about the brightest spot from last week. That's about the brightest spot I got. Them wide receivers, man.
Yeah,
They did their thing. I'm cool with that. But everything else overall last week, I give us a big F. I get the receivers a B plus. Everybody else D's and F's.
you can yeah, I can decent else. But yeah, so the game I'm gonna say 31 in Auburn, Missouri 20. I'm gonna get and I pray to God this game is not close going into the fourth quarter. I do not want to see this game get close. I hope they can. I really hope that they could exceed our predictions. Oh, they can blow them out
I love to have old blowout. Oh,
or
48.
shut out.
Oh, 48. Now you asking too much now, Courtney. God, now.
Well, I mean, hey,
Bro. We can even shut out Mercer and San Jose State. Now you want us to shut out a SEC football team?
well, okay,
That ain't
so
got that ain't really got nothing but a little offense.
yeah, okay. I was thinking, I was getting a little too hopeful. But yeah, you're right. You're right.
I can see if you said 17. Courtney said shutout. Boy, God, we didn't get no turnovers. Now you want us to just keep
Hey,
all the way.
man, I'm trying to be hopeful, man. I'm trying to.
Man, be realistic, God, dog, because that ain't in the cards. That shutout, I'm gonna tell you, that ain't in the cards.
This team, I think Missouri is worse than Vanderbilt. Is not, and that's a surprise. The Vanderbilt actually ain't bad.
Though.
Yeah, Vanderbilt is actually a pretty good team this year. So Missouri might be worse than Vanderbilt, but we need this win.
We need it bad.
Bounce back. 11 o'clock kickoff. So I ain't got no excuses. Hey, let's get out here and handle business. Um,
We ain't had to kick off at 7 o'clock all season, y'all. That's how bad we is.
Right. Well, I don't know if they're gonna trust us to go 7 o'clock no more. After that,
No
I don't
two
even know if
better.
CBS gonna want us to come on back on their channel. I think we done with CBS this year, but to the Iron Bowl.
Shit, boy. Woo! Come on, Auburn. We need this, y'all. We need this.
ESPN gonna be covering all our games.
The whole Auburn family, the Auburn universe. We need this.
Yes. Well, before we go, we gotta talk. If this don't happen, I brought it up a little too early, but we gotta talk about the elephant in the room. If we don't see this happen, will our beloved coach keep his job at the Plains if we don't see a win this weekend?
If we don't win Saturday, Brian Harsin won't make it to the locker room.
Yep.
If we don't win Saturday at home, the same way they fired Herman Edwards on the field Saturday night, they're gonna catch Brian Harsin. Hey, we already cleared out your office. They're gonna catch you a ride on up to the. We're gonna take you on up that Atlanta, and you can go on about your business.
Yep.
Your wife and your kids out there waiting on you. We're finna take you out of Atlanta right now. We'll send you the rest of your stuff. You got to go. He lose it. I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't even foresee. And I love and I like Harsin. I'm a Harsin guy. I believe in coach, but he lose to Missouri. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
Yep. If he lose Missouri, this gonna be a whole nother show next week.
You can't put in a game plan to beat Missouri.
Yep.
Because Penn State is well coached. James Franklin is a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
And they got some young talent on their team.
And they recruit.
Missouri doesn't have that. Larry Drinkwine is a good young coach. He's not on James Franklin's level. The talent at Missouri is not the talent at Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
The talent at Missouri should not be equivalent to the talent on the Plains.
Yep.
We should win this game simply because we are better than Missouri. We're just gonna start there. We should win this game because our Willies and Joes are better than theirs.
Yep.
So now, do we have a better coaching staff? I like to think so. seeing how we are Auburn and they're Missouri. This ain't basketball. Even in basketball, we better now
Still
because
better than
in
basketball.
basketball, we Auburn. We show
Yeah.
enough Auburn. But in this football, Missouri shouldn't be on the same a level playing field with us. And so we need to treat them as such. I say that all the time. We need to play them like who they are. You know what I mean? Treat them like who they are. We didn't treat San Jose State like they were San Jose State. We treated San Jose State like they was shit missing.
SEC, yeah, like they were SEC team. Like, bro, what?
And so we saw what happened with Penn State, man. You know, we got to rebound this week, and it has to. We got to win, man. There's too many people on the ledge, man. We got people jumping off the ledge, man. They burning their Auburn and stuff. They talking about they going in the fan transfer portal. I done seen folks burn their Auburn stuff. I done seen folks talking about they going in the portal at the end of the season. It's getting bad out here.
Getting bad out here. That's why y'all should stay connected with us. We faithful.
Gotta stick it out, man. Gotta see it. Gotta see it through, my boy.
Yeah, we gotta see it through. So we gonna be watching.
So hopefully, you guys next week we'll be back in our Auburn shirts. We just rocking socks. We didn't even put the socks on, then we just got the socks out because we are all disappointed. We are all disappointed in our Auburn football team right now. But as an Auburn family, we got to stick together. We got to stay all in together. We gotta pump these boys up Saturday. Hey, one thing about it, we know Jordan Hare gonna be blowed. We know it's gonna be rocking. The Auburn faithful gonna be in there. We're gonna bring the energy. We're gonna bring the passion. We just need the football team to match the fans' intensity, man, and have some want to by yourself. I seen that boy walking around the field Saturday with the goddamn sledgehammer. He need to hit his damn self in the head.
Oh, that's too. Like, why he got a sledgehammer? He ain't gonna do nothing.
You ain't gonna do no work. You ain't bust up nothing. You ain't bust up nothing, bro. So you don't need to be walking around nowhere with no sledgehammer. You ain't bringing no hammer, cuz. So don't let me see that shit no more. That's embarrassing. You walking around with a sledgehammer, you finna do work, and these motherfuckers run for 245 yards, 6 yards and carry 4 touchdowns.
Sean Clifford.
They put the hammer on your ass.
Sean Clifford catching passes. I said that.
Like he Cam Newton or somebody.
Yeah. Where you do this at? Did he just
get y'all need y'all head whoop, man. Y'all should have wanted to fight after that. You should have wanted to fight.
Yeah.
They disrespecting y'all out too. So don't let me see no sledgehammer on the field, Saturday. I'm coming up there. I'm whoever you. Y'all better bring. Just do your job. Stop all that extra. Stop trying. Just go out there and do your job. That's what you need to do. You just need to do your job this week. Just go do your job. Don't talk. Don't. Just go out there and do your job. Everybody just need to go out there and do their damn job. Block your step with the right foot. Block. Use proper technique. If everybody just do what they're supposed to do. If everybody just do exactly what they're supposed to do on every play, it'll be all right. Just do your job and do it every play. Everything else will work out. Man. Just attack. We got to attack, man. We can't, man. Oh boy, we lose Missouri.
We lose Missouri. I might have to help Coach Harsin get on that plane.
But I don't see it happening though. I don't see it
happening either.
We ain't losing to no god doggone Missouri. And if we lose to Missouri, everybody needs to go.
Yeah.
We just need to go get an interim coach. Go to Auburn High School and let them do the interim coaching. I don't want nobody left over.
Well, Coach Hilliard.
I don't want nobody left over. Go down there to UCF. Go down to A&M and tell Damon Craig to come up here or something.
Right.
What we need to do. If he lose the game, if Harsin lose the game, we need to send one of them planes down there to Jackson, Mississippi.
I knew you going with it.
Hey, Prime.
Coach Prime.
Hey, Prime.
How you
feeling? Real good. You look real good in them Aflac commercials next to Nick on the plane. You show no, hey, you down here, Prime. You don't know. Hey, he gonna be showing us sweating in them Aflac commercials right down the road, baby. Prime. Hey, Prime, you done raised the stock of the HBCUs. to heights that they hadn't seen in decades. You've done your job. You went and did what you needed to do for HBCU. 2 schools you can leave Jackson State for. You can leave for Auburn, leave Florida State. That's it. That's the only 2 jobs you need to leave.
Only
for.
2.
Them only 2 jobs you need to leave for. You go home. You need to go home back to Florida State, or you need to come to Auburn, where you can go head to head with Nick Saban. Ooh. Boy,
hey, Coach Prime. Remember, he did throw you under the bus.
In the summer. Prime. He tried to do you now. Yeah. Talking about you buying this and all that. Prime, you come to Auburn. You get him every year. You get him every year. You gonna send him in the early retirement, Prime. You gonna send him in the early retirement. He ain't gonna want to. He don't want to deal with you every week. Then he got to talk about recruiting against Prime and Auburn.
Think about it. It's Prime coming in first, and then Nick got to come behind him.
Hey, Nick come behind Dion. Everybody know Nick Saban. Well, boy, everybody know Deion Sanders.
Right.
Everybody look. No matter whether you're an Auburn, Alabama fan, everybody like Deion. Mm-hmm. Prime time, baby. He can walk it like he's talking. He can coach it with the best of them. He got it all. He'll turn, boy, turn Auburn on their head, boy. Coach Prime. Auburn would give us the boy. Auburn got the swag now, but they don't want to see that, boy. I don't want to see that, boy. That'd be trouble.
You got an invitation for to come on the show. If that does happen, you got an invitation.
I get him on here too. I know some intertwiners. I know a guy on the inside with them Southern folks. But if Dion would ever get up this way, he gonna be on the show. You can believe it.
Hey, I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna hold you to it.
We're gonna make that happen.
Yes, sir. We appreciate y'all.
Man. But hey, that's
wound, but we made it do.
We getting ready. Hey, we ready for Saturday, baby. War Eagles, 35, 38 to 17. I changed my mind. We're gonna whoop these mother suckers. 38-21. They still gonna score 21 points. I'm gonna give them 21. They still gonna.
I'm keeping my prediction.
Yeah, they still gonna score 21. I'm gonna give us 3 more points. We're gonna have 38 instead of 35. Cause we gonna kick a field goal. We're gonna kick a field goal.
Yeah.
We're gonna score no touchdown every time.
Praise God for Candace Carson.
Thank God for them Carson boys.
Right. We appreciate y'all. Listen, you know what to do. Continue to follow us on social media. C&T Talking Tigers on Instagram and also on Twitter. You can also check out this show on Facebook. Remember to continue to support the team. Continue to watch the games and cheer on our team. And until then, War Eagle to y'all.
Thank y'all for that. Bless you. Good night. War Eagle. Hey!